Hello.
Morning.
Hello.
You guys scared us. There were no comments in the chat. We were like,
everything is full.
Oh, now we're coming.
yes, now that's what we like to see.
Yeah, there's a delay. We feel better.
Yes.
Alone.
If we get up early, you have to get up early.
Probably nobody there to write the first comment. So
That's right. They're all shy. Well, the first commenter yesterday was Sandy, who was going to bed. So that's what we need, someone who's been up all night and just says, hello, goodbye.
Yeah, we have one of those comments. Donna Henley says, good morning, good night.
If you look at the chat, I would say that morning is not the word that you have to type.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have someone from Austria. That is from Austria there. So that it would be middle of the day for her, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, morning, right? I mean, later morning.
Probably like noon.
Noonish, maybe?
Already? Noon?
Austria. Is Austria your same?
Yeah,
your
the same
zone?
as my time. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We were all finishing our last
continental
book.
Europe is in the same time zone.
What? All of continental
almost.
Europe?
Well, Spain isn't and England isn't.
Oh yeah.
And Portugal also. The rest is.
It'd be funny if Portugal was, but Spain wasn't. That'd be very funny.
Yeah. Sure.
And the special word is.
What is it?
Not morning.
Fan.
I'm a big fan of fans.
Where is the ticker?
Oh, ticker.
You got it?
There we go.
Yeah, like Sandy said, it can help also find, see where you need to do some work using that fan chart. That's why we were talking about that would be a good word. Plus, it's nice and short.
Yes.
And we are doing 2 words, one in the first half and one in the second half.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, great.
Okay, good. So with the most recent update to the fan chart, one of the options is you can color it or add badges based on the biocheck status. So if you're looking for ancestors that are missing sources, that's one way to highlight them at a glance. So thanks to K Knight for her collaboration to allow me to build that into it. So
collaboration happening all over
the place.
All over the place.
Yeah. Looking forward to Hacktoberfest this year and seeing what we can do working together on some of these things. So.
I already have an idea what I will do.
Ah, yes. Yes, you teased us about that. I don't know what it is, but it sounds good.
No, I think I explained it in Discord.
Oh, you did? Okay.
To grab, the idea is to grab sources from relatives.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So you will get all the sources on relatives listed, and you will just select the ones you want to add to a profile.
Right.
Super.
Like censuses and stuff, things like that.
Yeah. I mean,
perfect. Yeah.
Well, even like a book, if there's a book source that has that family listed, that's a great.
Well, I found that it's useful. I often now when I was adding these church books onto profiles, then it's the same source as for a twin, for instance, it's the same source.
Yeah.
And so since it's on the same page and so on.
Yeah.
Right. Nice.
So you can copy them on a few profiles.
That's an excellent idea. Mm-hmm. Lots of fans. That's all I see.
I have some fans around the house.
Oh, yes.
Wait 1 second.
Okay.
This is really special.
Okay.
Nice. I like it. We have a whole theme going.
I have this one.
Oh, look at that. Nice. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
So these were my grandmother's fans. from Tom.
Oh.
And there's eyelashes.
Okay,
This
I'll
is
let
my
you
fan.
That's good.
Yours is way more functional than mine.
Yeah, that's right. Big functional fan. Wow. Serves the same purpose, just the lashes isn't nearly as portable though.
No.
Those are beautiful. So those were
Stronger.
passed down from your grandmother?
Yes, yeah. My father brought them over, when he came to the States.
Wow. So she had already passed by that point?
She was still alive, but passed a few years later.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
did
neat.
we actually mention that the connected part is over?
Oh,
Okay, the
we didn't actually
connection
say that,
part's
did we?
over.
Yeah.
Stop connecting.
Yes, that's right.
Give
I
your
mean, you can-
fingers a little break.
That's right. Yeah. Rest them up.
Yeah. So, do we have some numbers?
Ooh.
In
Can
a
I
few
say?
minutes,
Oh,
I
okay.
have to adjust a few things at the end. I will post them when I will have
Okay. Okay, that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I love numbers.
Yes, me too. A
them.
necklace.
Oh, how nice.
That is clever.
That is neat. That's very cool. So did you folks connect a lot?
Nope.
Nope.
I ended up staying up a little bit later last night, and I
Mhm.
got what I wanted. My goal was 50. Nice
Mhm.
even number.
Mm.
So
Wow.
I was excited to add some of my New Mexico biological family, but then I got pulled away for most of the day to have to deal with some other stuff.
Mm.
So I did not. I'll do it in January at the Connectathon.
There you go. I'll still be there.
I'll still be
I
waiting.
started.
Probably no one will do the job instead of you.
Yeah, it's weird. I just don't cross paths that often with my lines with WikiTreeers. Like I don't get many emails, and like nobody's touched like profiles they've added ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Betsy, you were going to say?
Oh yeah, I was going to say I started and I got into the records. It was going to be a nice, easy, family where I was going to be able to get 4 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking in the records and it was confusing. There was more research needed, and I just didn't want to. The Vermont records, when you go in and you look at one thing and then you go to the next card, they're alphabetized by surname. So I could see like the daughter's birth record and then flip over. Oh, there's her marriage record. There's the
Nice.
sister's marriage record. But it tipped me off that there was maybe some strange things going on with their one daughter, with their 2 daughters. I just didn't want to
yeah.
rush it and make mistakes in haste.
Right.
Yeah. I had one profile that I was going to add, and he already existed on WikiTree, but it looked like there might be some conflation going on, so I had to kind of set that one aside to look into further. So
those are not the sort of ones that you want to work on during a thon.
Yeah.
Not if you're going for quantity, for sure. Yeah. Well, I was able to get from the brick wall, the surprise that I discovery that I made on Friday. I was able to get that person and 2 generations back.
Nice.
So that was good. I mean, it was only six profiles probably, but I was excited to do that. So
yeah, so their ancestor chart got filled out.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
Nice. Yeah, because it was just sort of this blank, Philomena Fiorino. Like they knew the name, which is such a unique name. We thought, well, how can we not find this name, But it
what is it?
Philomena Fiorino.
Oh,
It's an Italian name.
With a PH, Philomena?
No, F's, spelled with an F. Yeah, in Italian you don't use a PH. Like if it was English, you would have spelled it with a PH. Yeah. Philomena would have been spelled with a PH, but in Italian, both the Philomena starts with an F and Fiorino is the last name. It's also an F.
Nice.
Yeah, but she was born and thus she was married in another town, not the the primary town where all my wife's relatives are from.
Yeah.
I was realizing when I was going through this, if I had to explain what family I was working on, it was my wife's mother's second husband's first wife's family.
I'm with you.
That's funny.
So it was kind of a bit of a jumbled mess to get to this, but yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. You start going down those sideways or collateral lines.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah.
well, how did I get here?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Well, when actually, it's interesting. Julie's father passed away from cancer. That's not funny. But the very next day, Rosario's wife passed away from cancer, and so they were just one day apart.
Wow.
And then Julie's mom did eventually marry Rosario, but they had been teenage sweethearts at one point back in the old country.
Oh, wow.
So they came back together, and I mean, everyone was grown at that point, but one of his sons is really into genealogy. And so we've been sharing stuff back and forth, and this was his tree that he had worked on, but there was this one, it stopped at that unique name. And so I was just curious to see if I could, help him out and figure that out. So
That's awesome, Greg.
yeah, it was
I love
exciting.
it.
But all these tangled webs and paths we get to.
Yeah, and the friendships that you make along the way as you
Yeah.
work with people.
Mhm.
Okay,
Whoa.
we have the scores. So
Wow.
218 users added 12,698 profiles. And the teams ranged from 370 to 1,433.
Nice.
So these are the stats we are revealing at the
That's awesome,
moment.
you guys.
That's very
Yeah.
good.
Cheers.
We can also compare them to the sourcing part, which goes like this. So we sourced one more user was doing sources. But we sourced approximately 1,000 less profiles.
Mm.
So this is for sourceathon, and this is for connectathon part.
That's awesome. Great job, everybody.
Very good.
Yeah,
Wow.
awesome.
That is neat.
I don't know. That makes me think. To me, sourcing seems like a quicker activity than
Would think, eh?
connecting, because when you connect somebody, there's you have to get all the biographical data, and
Mhm.
Yeah,
it
but
just seems more.
a lot of the ones that I did sourcing for didn't have biographies and
And you have to search for each profile separately. In connection part, if you find a family, you have 10 profiles to add with a single source, basically.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
You can have.
Yeah, I had somebody ask me how to see a relative, a deceased relative's CC7 number,
Mhm.
and I just explained that it's if you go into the tree apps and you go to the CC7 views, you can get the 7 generation count. So
Mhm. That's right.
go out 7 degrees.
Speaking of CC7s, I noticed that mine shot up by 16 or 17 when I got the newsletter this week, and I didn't do anything.
Oh, that's even better.
I wonder if there's any way I can figure out who did what to make
Well,
that.
you can check on the history of CC7 on which generation the change occurred, and then look around there what changed.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. I knew somebody in this group would have an answer. Thank you.
That's right. Yeah, because there's the chart that shows the
Yeah.
change over the generations. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, that would be interesting to see,
Yeah.
what cousin is working on it. Maybe it's the first cousin you met from Canada.
Yeah, maybe.
Was it first or second cousin?
It was a second cousin.
Second cousin.
But I don't know if I had to guess, maybe something to do with the rock.
Oh.
Maybe I'm trying to think where people are
Mm-hmm.
working away, and we
Mm-hmm.
got at least one English profile.
Neat.
Yeah. Mine jumped up 23 just this weekend.
Ooh.
From
That
stuff
was
you're
cool.
doing yourself?
I found
No.
out that
I
CC7
haven't
is
done it.
actually a huge number. I mean, you don't know 7 generation of relatives, especially through marriage. So
Yeah.
you're connecting here to a lot of unknown people.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hadn't added any to my own family. So somebody's out there working on some lines is awesome.
That's
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the ones I've added, I think my path to get to them is a little too, I think it's more than 7 steps away.
Convoluted.
Mother, wife, mother, husband, other wife. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways.
Unless you said CC7 views, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think. Wait, let me check. You have a history of CC7 counts. So if I think on your profile, if you click the CC7
Number.
so the connections number, and then in the upper right hand corner you have CC7 written, and if you click on that number you get the history.
I'm there. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So I gave you precise instructions.
You did. Excellent.
Oh, can I? Oh, I was clicking on contributions instead of connections. I wonder why I wasn't going to the
You
right
won't get it there.
No, they both start with C, but that's.
I can show it on. Let me present. Or Greg can, since.
Great.
Yeah. Do you want me to show? Yeah, because then I can share. Yeah. So there we go. I went up by 3. Look at that.
Start from your profile.
Yeah, I'll start from my profile.
Yeah.
Let's go back to
and zoom in.
Yes. Back to the profile. Okay, and zoom in. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
So do not click on contributions. That's the wrong C word. If you're going to do this, click on connections. And then up in the top corner here is the number of connections. You click on that and you'll get the breakdown by week. So you see, I was pretty stagnant for a while. But there, it's gone up by 3.
Mm-hmm.
And
it jumps up during the thons.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. There's another jump. Yeah, the thon. Yeah. So degree 7, I went up by 3. So maybe some of those relatives were right at the edge, at the periphery.
Yeah,
that must
very
have been
far at the very end.
I bet you that's it.
Oh, do you know what the pink color means?
It's the link that you visited. It's one of the.
Yeah.
It's because I've already been to this page before.
Yeah, you did. On the weekly LiveCasts, you weren't sure why it's pink.
Yes. There we go. Because it's coloring the so you know where you've been.
Because you visited the page recently.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
And it's the extension option. You can turn it on
right.
off, and you can also change the color.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because I probably was wondering why that bright magenta. Why would I have chosen that? But you know what? It stands out. It pops.
Yeah. I was going with the red, but the red are also unexisting space pages or categories. So I selected a really different one.
Yes. Neon. Good. Well, I finished all of the stats for all 15 trees yesterday, but I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So I've got something different for you this morning. Where are we here?
Professor Greg, always wanting us to keep.
That's right. Oh, where did the banner go? Oh, I have to click on banner, not brand. Again, I'm picking the wrong. I'm sorry. I'm covering you up there, Betsy.
Oh, it's all right. No worries.
I put together a tiny little quiz. It's only 6 questions, and you don't have to put your name in. You don't have to, reveal the results, but you'll get the answers after you're done. It won't take very long at all. But basically, of the 15 trees for the 15 names, some of those trees are the official trees of countries around the world, various countries. So the quiz is just to test your knowledge or to just have fun with it. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to type in that URL. It's tinyurl.com/treeQs. Qs is in questions. So I'm not sure if it is case sensitive or not. So let me just type that in and see what happens. tinyurl.com/ I'm going to do all lowercase and see if that still works. It does. There we go. So when it opens up, it'll say Wiki Games, the tree quiz. How well do you know your Wiki trees?
Did you give any of these
Will you
answers?
dictate us the answers?
And when you're finished all 6, you'll get
Oh.
the there's a place where you can click show the answers, and it'll show you the answers. But we're going to go through them together. And I've randomized the questions. So I just typed this now, and my first question was about what is the official tree of Ukraine. But your first question may be a different one.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine was.
But eventually, we'll all get the same 6 questions at some point.
That's very clever from a teacher perspective to do it that way.
I thought the other option, I could also have randomized the options inside. And I did that. And then I thought, oh, that's hard because then you have to hunt. Not only do you have to figure out, guess which one it is, but you have to hunt and peck and find it. So I just left the options in alphabetical order so it's faster to scan.
And
I got
you didn't give any of this information out when you talked about each tree, right? This is
I did not. This is new information.
okay.
No, someone asked, I'm giving out homework. Is it, something I mentioned in one of the previous
That's
podcasts.
what I was thinking.
That would have been fun. So
How much are you paying attention?
yeah, that's right.
I
I
got
should know the Serbia one, but I don't.
I was going to say that would have been an easy one for you, but
Wait, let me ask my wife. Mira,
Phone a friend.
Phone a friend. That's right. Yes.
I
That's
got
okay.
one right.
I'm not going to do well on this.
Okay, there's one that's really obvious, really easy, I think.
That's the one that I got right.
So I see there are 2. I think I'm going to get 2 out of 6. Okay.
Yeah, and there's a second one that I found, to me, was almost as obvious, I would say. But
okay, my wife also doesn't know, so
can I put the link in the chat?
this is not common knowledge.
There, I just put the link in the chat in case that allows you to click on it. Thank you for who asked that. Whoever asked
It's
that.
not as in Canada where we all know it.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. And it's not like I've been shy about it either. But even without me, I'm sure you would have known it. Okay, so you think have people had enough time? People in the chat, how are we doing? Oh, wow, I've got some scores coming in. 2 out of 6, 3 out of 6. I got the 2 obvious ones, but none of the other ones, it says David. Yoka got 2 poll points from Marvelous Maples. I hope you got the maple one right, Yoka. Oh, Lamela got the ones that were on the flags. There we go. Which is probably the same too. Oh, good. Melody got Canada right. Nice. Okay,
I think
well.
we will all get Canada right.
Yeah, hopefully. So let us go through. So what do you think the official tree of Ukraine is? Anyone?
We should have a crickets.
I got that one right.
Yeah.
No, okay. It's
I mean,
actually
I've got it narrowed down to 13.
It's,
Okay.
I believe it's actually the willow.
Crafts. Uh-huh. Okay, we
Okay.
found the
official tree of Serbia. Alesh,
Yeah.
what's the official tree of
Oak.
Serbia?
oak.
There is an oak, yes, but we don't have oaks as one of the options here.
Okay, so I
So actually, there was a whole pile. If we had, what could we have called the oaks? Awesome oaks.
The
Original oaks, olfactory oaks. No. Outstanding oaks. Outstanding oaks. If we'd had oaks, there would have been a lot of countries that could have claimed that. But
it's a very hard wood, so maybe in that.
It's actually a spruce, a Serbian spruce.
Spruce.
Let me just double check my answer. Yeah.
Check the.
Yeah. According to my Wikipedia source, it's a spruce is one of the options. Hungary.
Spruces.
Any guesses on the Hungary tree? No. Hearing crickets. It's actually an elm.
Hungry elm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we had paid better attention.
Well, I didn't mention this at all. Yes.
No, I know. But I'm just thinking based on, geography and climate, and then what's said about, the environments where those trees flourish.
Yes.
It helped make an educated guess.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. That's good. Now, Finland.
Fir.
That's what I thought.
Which one?
Fir.
That's close actually.
Conifer.
Well, it's close in that it's a tall, thin tree. It's but it's actually not a conifer. It's a deciduous.
Oh.
Poplar.
Close. Yeah, actually, it's a birch.
Ah.
Tree. And interestingly, Finland and Sweden both claim that as a national tree.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now, Lebanon is the second one that I thought was pretty obvious, partly because there's a hymn that we sing at church that has
Cedar, definitely cedar.
The Lebanon cedar, in fact, yes.
And I have a restaurant across the street called Cedars of Lebanon.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that helped me.
And it's also on their flag too, right? So that was one of the other ones. And of course, I think I'd be sad if anyone gets this one wrong. Canada is the maple, of course. And let's submit this and see if we got them all right. View the score. 6 out of 6. Woohoo! And let's see how other people did. Let's see previous responses.
Well,
they're very spread out.
Oh, one person did get it wrong.
Oh no!
Now we do have, in fairness, we have lots of spruces and lots of coniferous types of trees in Canada. So, and blue spruces. I talked about blue spruces yesterday as being the favorite for using for Christmas trees in our family. So
you were misleading us.
I could have misled the people, So I'll take responsibility for that. But let's see how many. There's 28. So 27 out of 28 people guessed that right. And now we're going to see all of the different variations. So elms was the right answer. So the majority, more people got the right answer here. Lebanon, that was the second most correct answer of all of them. Finland, let's see again. So this is neat that the correct answer is the one that so far is always the one that's there. Let's see. Serbia was the spruce. I thought that one thing that might make that a little easier is because the alliteration, Serbian spruce. Now Ukraine, that was the willow. There's the willow, yeah. So it's still the highest percentage. Guess the right answer. But look, what a variety there, and the same there. And that's it. So there we go. There's your tree stats for this morning.
I wonder who makes these decisions. I mean, is this a legislative decision? They take an hour and nominate trees, and
I don't know. Anyways, there's the wiki page that I base these answers on, and I'm going to put that in the chat too for anyone who's curious.
Yes.
To explore. But see, there's the Finland is a silver birch, and Sweden down here was. So I'm giving you. You're going to get seasick here.
Oh,
As an
Slovenia.
ornus,
What for Slovenia?
Slovenia is a
Okay, there it
linden.
is. Linden.
Linden.
What's that?
That's
Tilia.
this. There's a
Uh-huh.
picture of it there.
Yeah, the Lipa, probably Lipa. Okay. But we have other trees, but okay. It's kind of Slovenian. We even named our money before we got euro by it.
Oh, you called it a linden?
No,
Or
Lipa.
Lipa. Oh, Lipa. Okay. Neat.
That's English name.
Yeah, there's linden was another, like along with oak, a linden was a very popular one in terms of trees. Yellowwood. What kind of tree is a yellowwood? I mean, there it is, right there, right?
It's a green one.
It's a green. It's a green tree. It's called yellowwood, but it says green. It's a large evergreen. Interesting.
I feel like I might be about to ask a very silly question,
Mm-hmm.
but what is the national tree of the United States?
Oh, the United States is the oak.
Roll down.
The mighty oak.
You don't have one.
The mighty oak. But many states have a national tree.
Yeah.
Tree.
June was saying in answer to my question that the decision is made at the state level and people.
Yeah. So some of the trees that weren't chosen for national trees, many of them will show up as state trees.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Thanks, Greg.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Fun.
Nick Lemonwood. Look at that. That just sounds like a tasty tree. A lemonwood. Anyways, there you go. Thought I'd share that with you.
Nice. Well,
Good
is it
stuff.
time to pick a winner?
Yes.
Yes, everyone.
Ooh.
Last chance. Okay, so here we go. I am sharing, right?
Nope.
No, I'm not sharing it. There we go. Add to stream.
Here we go.
Drum roll. Slowing down. Oh,
Yay!
Woo!
Congratulations.
Yes.
Yay, way to go. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And what team is Sue on? Congrats, Sue.
She's a charming chestnut.
A charming chestnut. Very nice. Okay, I gotta ask Tree Climber, why do you say wash hands? Wash hands.
What? Yes.
I think it's the emoji, those extra emojis, that are really colorful.
Oh.
If you go into YouTube chat, there's the normal.
So that's how it translates the emoji.
I think so. Those different ones that are on there. I'm not sure.
Not wave hands? Interesting.
So for the second word,
wait. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Give me
30
seconds.
Oh, it's clapping hands. Oh, okay.
Oh, clapping hands. There you go.
Okay, Azure. What is it?
Here is the second word of the livecast. It's going to be Olympians. Or Olympians, sorry. No S, just
no
Olympians.
S.
Singular.
That's a great segue into the next thing we should talk about.
Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Entries are
No.
coming in. Excellent.
Good.
It's not case sensitive. by the
No.
way.
So the
So
CC7 wall climb.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the scoring. Now, I know Greg is silly.
Sorry. Whenever we say elephant around Sophia, I have to do that.
That's cute. I like it. Okay, so I know it's been confusing with the scoring, and that's totally my fault. So if you're going to yell at anyone, then you can yell at me. I can take it. It'll be fine. But we talked about it this morning, really early this morning, and this is what we've concluded and how we think should go. So, like we've been saying the whole time, there's a gold, silver, and bronze medal for the 3 Olympians that have the most profiles added. So that's still the same. So, however, what we're also going to add in is gold, silver, and bronze for the combined scoring of all the Olympians on each team. Then everyone can kind of work where they want to work. And there's 2 opportunities there to get gold, silver, and bronze. So the top 3 overall that have the most profiles added, and then the top 3 teams that have the highest combined score. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yep.
Makes
And
sense.
then the other question I saw come up was, are we only counting newly added profiles, or are we counting when it connects to an existing, and that's CC7? Again, this confusion is totally my fault for the way I said it, but we're counting the newly added profiles. So it's like the WikiTree challenge. So we will give a shout out to the highest CC7 overall. So if you connect to someone that has like 10,000, we'll shout out. It just won't get a medal.
Right. And if you do connect to somebody already on WikiTree, it's just that much more connections then that you can go out from them. So new profiles that can be added to those ones. So
yeah.
Right.
And the beautiful thing is we get profiles that are added and connected on WikiTree. So that's the overall goal, really, is to make WikiTree better. And that's what we're trying to do. But yeah, so we decided to just do those 2 different types of scoring. So, whatever Olympians you want to work on, do it and go for the combined score. If you want to go on one and try and get that one, whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah.
We'll do prizes both ways.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool.
And something that's come up before, and I've had some messages about, is about the profiles being locked, the Olympian profiles. So we had them locked down until it was time. So that'll be 8, within, what is it,
10 minutes.
22 minutes.
22 minutes.
So they'll be open in time for you to work on them.
Yeah.
So please help pass that on to your teams, because there's going to be questions all day about it.
Right.
Where people are trying to understand. So you've got cheerleaders who can help answer questions. And just if you see somebody asking, just help clarify for your teams.
And I linked in the description of this video, the YouTube video that was done for the CC7 Wall Climb, how you can participate and how you can look for missing connections. So if you need help finding that.
Excellent.
It's still good to connect to existing profiles because it opens a lot of new possibility for new profiles, because you have much more spread.
Yeah.
Spread it
Definitely.
relatives to start from.
Very exciting.
Yeah, we're
It's gonna be
seeing
fun.
some positive responses in the chat too.
Yeah.
Good explanation, solution, nice, much better. Yeah. So I think that's an excellent way to go. looking at the medals in
That
both ways.
It explains the confusion we created on a previous Hangout.
Well, that's okay.
No, it's good. I mean, this
But-
is the first time that we're doing
Oh,
this,
yeah,
this way,
totally.
and there's going to be kinks to work out, and
That's right.
if
Yeah.
we do it again next year, we'll know. We'll know,
That's
better.
right. Yeah.
Well, it makes me think of I think in the Olympics I follow gymnastics, where there
Right.
are multiple events, and
Mhm.
I think you can medal in your specific like balance beam, but
Mhm.
then you can also get the all around.
Overall.
Team
Yeah.
sport, right? Yeah.
So,
I hope we do it next year. It's been a lot of fun.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
we've got to keep this event.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Hmm.
I'm glad everybody. Well, most people hopefully are enjoying it.
It was a lot of work.
It seems I will have to do some more automation next year, since this is gonna be a recurring event,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
and extend the documentation so I will remember what to do.
Mm. Yes.
No, it was
I understand
kind
that.
It was kind of a lot of work because it was the first time, but next year will be a lot easier. The first source-a-thon we did, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
We learned a lot in that one. It'll be the same with this one. It'll just get easier.
Right.
every
You
time.
used pencil and
You had to you
paper.
score by hand, right?
That was crazy. And hangouts
That is
every
crazy.
2 hours. Hangouts every 2 hours. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Oh, we do have some questions coming in. Here's one.
yeah.
How often does the CC7 calculate and populate?
That's an excellent question.
30 minutes.
Okay.
And it's not on the hour, but it's a random. It's a
Oh, is
random
it? Is it
time,
random?
But yeah, I mean, it depends when the server was started. So but it is every 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's funny because I always checked when I realized it wasn't in real time. I started checking, right after, o'clock and at 30 minutes after. So thinking that's when it just updated. That's funny. Oh well.
And here's another one agreeing. It makes sense now, and I guess it's the most fair way. Yeah. So
Has an
Olympia's
existing parent. Ooh.
So you have lots to work from once
That's
you get
right.
there. Once you get
Mhm.
connected.
That's a good starting point. Although a lot of profiles are entered, but still there are a lot of new possibilities.
Oh yeah. That's right. But if you're doing the coming from family search and creating a profile on WikiTree, like you showed us how to do yesterday,
Yeah.
you do have to be really careful, read through the list of suggestions just to make sure you're not duplicating one that's actually already there.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's probably even more important now than
Yes.
yesterday.
Yeah. Ray. And so Ray, yes, that's what it is. It's a point for each new profile created.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you laughing at?
Will the CC7 show up on the Olympian? Is that
I think
Because the Olympian's notable, right? So their CC7 will get updated.
I think
But
so. Yeah, they're
somebody talked about taking off the notable templates for this so that
Oh. Okay.
they weren't visible. I don't know what the final decision on that was, but
Oh,
I
okay.
think until the profile is connected, the CC7 doesn't show on Olympian. So after it will get connected to the tree, then the CC7 will show. But I'm not sure because that part was not done by me.
Mhm.
So I would have to check the Brian's codes. So.
Well, that makes sense, AON, that if you'd put the notable sticker on earlier, then it would have showed up in the list. But if you put it on at 8 or later this morning, then maybe it'll populate. I don't know.
because they're not there now, and they all have the notable sticker, not the project box, but the sticker.
Okay.
So, well, there wouldn't be
But
anything to have
I
right there.
think
Yeah.
I think I skipped the CC7 calculation on the notables that don't have any connections.
Yeah, I
To the
think they
Okay.
have to. I think they have to have a connection for
Um,
it to show.
due
Right,
to
that makes sense.
optimization.
Okay.
I'll be right back. My thing's gonna die. Hold on.
Well, Kat, this is a good question. How do we know if we're still within the CC?
Oh,
You could that's a good question. I would calculate the relationship or the connection between
yes.
the home person and the profile in question, and it'll tell you when it
That's
does.
right.
If it's
If you have the extension installed, it tells you next to the heading, in the heading next to the
But it'll tell
where
you
you get the degrees from you.
from
Oh,
you.
that's
but-
from you. Oh,
yeah,
right.
that's right. So
No,
if you
that's
go to
not
connect
right.
it, what I usually do is I
Yeah,
would
you
go
have to connect it
show connections, and then I change my name to
Mhm.
to.
other person's name
yes.
Yeah.
or other person's ID.
All
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Or Tabor says use a fan chart. I like how you think.
Well, and the
That'll only
CC,
work for direct ancestors. So that's,
the CC7 views would show what degree that person's at too, right? If you go into
Mm-hmm. Into the Olympians.
oh, there's
Tree App.
yeah. If you can see them, their name, yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Or Greg's CC7 app will also show it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Many
But you have
ways.
to refresh the data each time.
That's right. Yeah.
Many ways to skin a cat.
Mhm. Actually, I think that's the new tree app. The CC7 Tree App is Ian's, not mine.
And it is only the profile, the new profiles added within the 7 degrees. Yes.
For the contest. Yeah.
For this. Yeah.
But WikiTree wins for everything you add.
Yes.
For the whole.
Yes.
If you happen to
That's-
fall down a rabbit hole.
WikiTree still
Go for
wins.
it.
That's right. Thank you.
And you can always add that if you have a family, there's lots of kids, you can always add that needs profiles created category to come to later.
Mhm. Yeah. Nice. I see Julie's also using a fan chart to track her work. Yeah.
Nice.
I've done that a lot. I find them a handy way to sort of check your progress through. Mhm.
We got some comedic relief.
Two toes on your second foot. Oh. So is that how sloths keep track of their work on WikiTree?
Yeah. The Olympians will be are starting to be open now, so
8 o'clock.
but the kickoff, don't do any changes to them until
Hands off the keyboard.
Yeah.
it's time.
See your hands
Otherwise
in the air.
it won't count until after 8. So
Mm-hmm.
make sure we don't lose any points.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Kristen. Yeah, this is so much better. It means I can work on the one from the country that you're interested in. That's right.
Mhm.
Yep. Exactly.
Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, everybody.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And if you hit that subscribe button, it will notify you when the next live cast is going to be airing.
That's right, at noon. I'm going to be missing you guys today. I'm not going to be able to join in because, I'm going to a university reunion because it's 40 years since we all arrived on campus.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's special.
I must have added that wrong. It's got to only be like 20 or 30, but no. It was 1983, University of Waterloo. So
I like the idea of doing it when you arrive versus when you graduate.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing all those folks. But that means I have to leave pretty much as soon as this is done. But that segues into the other thing I was going to say. So Discord is already going, and one of my Marvelous Maples is already asking, what people are working on so she doesn't, or they don't
work over each other.
Work over each other. So Discord is, if you're on Discord with your team, this is a good time to make sure you chat and, help each other out and
strategize.
Yeah. And
collaborate.
Yeah. More so than the last 2 days. This is one where it's a team effort. So.
And if you aren't on Discord, the link for the video on how to join is in the description of this video too. Because it's really a good way, because there's real time chatting back and forth that can happen that way. So it's a lot easier. It'll be so cool. Can't wait to see what the end results are tomorrow. See how much we could add.
It's going to be amazing, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
60 Olympians plugged into the tree.
Nice.
And just blow up. It's going to be cool.
Very cool.
Yep.
Very neat.
Yep.
It was a great idea that I think that was on the main help page for the games. Aowen has on there. Oh, Maureen Ahern is the one that kind of came up with the idea that kind of started this whole thing rolling. So that's thank you.
Yes, look what
idea
came out of it.
Yeah, it's so great.
Yeah.
Getting to meet new people and not just have the same people that you work with on all the other marathons. It's great to kind of expand out. And
yeah, I feel like there's been even more collaboration. Just because we didn't know who our teammates were, and so we find out each other's strengths and
it's neat. I recognize some of the names from from our weekly chats are on my team, so it's kind of neat to be able to interact with them a little more.
Yeah, and cool. I've really loved seeing all the great pictures that people have been adding. You do so much online work with everyone, and so having a face to go with those names is awesome.
It is awesome. Yeah.
Plus the animals.
Yeah.
Gotta love the animals.
The wiki tats.
I gotta do a Molly one today.
Yes, definitely.
Please.
So yesterday, I came up with an idea, and I'm going to throw it out as a challenge that to people to do a selfie with your team tree. So it was a little too dark when I got up for my walk with Finnegan this morning, so I couldn't take. But I've got a maple in our backyard, so I'm going to take a selfie with myself and the maple.
Nice.
So if you're on a team and your team tree is somewhere you can get a selfie with yourself and your team tree, then let's add that to the selfie page as well.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I don't have any redwoods in Chicago.
No. Are there any Californians who are on your team?
Not that I know of, but
oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
But
I was put that out there.
Yeah. I was thinking that because you spread the team members from around the world, we have a better chance of actually having at least one member per tree somewhere. So anyways, I'm throwing that challenge out to see how many teams can come up with a team tree selfie.
That's cute.
Oh yeah. Where would you go for a ginkgo?
Oh, my former backyard in New York. I mean, I feel like this peculiar attachment to ginkgo trees because there were 2 huge ones in the yard. And so, I mean, I completely know what the leaves are like because I rake them up every fall. And
Wow.
Oh,
That's
amazing.
so,
And where was that? In New York?
in New York, in Westchester, New York. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
So someone on Team Ginkgo who lives somewhere in New York might ask you for the address.
Yeah, it's where you need to go. And there were magnolias. In New
York?
Yeah.
I thought that's a southern tree.
It was a good climbing tree too. Happens.
I may actually be able to do one for the poplars.
Oh.
Because one of the 3 poplars in North America are the cottonwoods, and we have 10,000 of them.
Excellent. Cool. Okay.
Very nice.
Looks
like there's people with ginkgos in Kentucky and Tennessee.
Oh, magnolias.
Magnolias in the Netherlands as well. Looks like.
Wow. Oh, crowdfund for a ticket. That's funny. Oh, neat. Oh, so someone has a redwood, but they're not on the redwood team.
Oh.
Meadowstone.
Well, photoshopping.
I was going to say, you can take a picture and then we'll Photoshop the redwood team member over top.
Well, then you just need the Wikipedia.
Oh, I know.
It kills all the fun in.
Well, maybe there's a botanical garden near people who could, to find some of the more exotic trees. That's a funny question. If no one can take a real fir tree, then I guess we could go with that. But
blue spruce and birch all over the yard, but no time to get the picture.
Oh, that's too bad, Christine. I suppose you could always get them to take a picture with themselves and then send it to you. And so then it would be a tree CC1, right?
Yeah.
Selfie CC1.
Melissa lives by the largest beb oak.
Ooh.
What's that?
U.S. largest.
Beb oak.
It's like those notable trees that you were showing us, Greg.
Yes, that's right. Yes. Yeah, that's right. And one of the there was one. Well, now what was it? Was it poplar yesterday? Yesterday afternoon, one of the trees that we went through was the first tree to be totally DNA sequenced. So that was a cool.
I think that was a poplar, wasn't it?
I think it was the poplar, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a really interesting fact.
Yeah.
I never thought of DNA sequencing for trees, but of course we would be able. That's neat.
Yeah. So I thought for genealogy, that's a cool genealogical fact about a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are so many different variations of willows.
Weeping, not wonderful. Well, they're all wonderful, even if they are weeping, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, actually, Natalie makes a good point about the elms, because I had mentioned that Dutch elm disease is a real problem around here, and I guess it's common elsewhere too.
Right. There's still time. Go ahead.
I was going to say, hopefully, there's some elms alive somewhere that people can get a photo with.
Yeah. there's still time to type Olympian into the chat if you haven't already.
Yep.
Any questions about the next event before we set you free?
Oh, it looks like Natalie says it pretty much wiped out by the disease, but Kate says she actually has a large elm tree in her yard.
Nice.
Take a picture, share it with us.
Yeah.
My someone's saying, is it time for the Olympians now?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It's now official.
Yes.
Are they unlocked?
I think we're going to give it just a few minutes before we draw our winner.
Okay.
We have 55 entries so far. 66 people in the chat. Come on.
Yeah.
11 of you still need to throw your name in the hat.
For a mug or a t-shirt.
Pint glass. Oh, Greg, I was gonna tell you, I made pet shirts for all the teams.
Did you really?
So I expect to see Finn in a Marvelous Maple.
Oh my goodness.
Pet
Oh. So I can still use the $6.99 discount code, right? Oh my goodness. That is hilarious. But will it fit them?
They have different sizes.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, that is funny. Okay.
So Molly's such a little dog. I mean, so do they come in a size that'll work for a little dog?
They have extra small to 2XL, so I don't know what that means for dogs, but Molly, I would probably try a small.
Wow. If I get the circumference around his belly, that's... I'm not sure how he would take to getting, putting a shirt over his head and stuff. Well, if I had kibble in my hand, he'd let me do anything.
There you go. That's the ticket.
He is totally motivated by food. He'll do anything for food. Yeah.
I would think that getting the paws through would be the tricky part.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had all different kinds of sweaters and stuff for Susie. She didn't mind. She kind of liked it because she cuddled up, especially cold days or something.
Yeah.
Going for a walk.
Yeah. Well, he was a rescue dog from Louisiana originally.
Oh, wow.
So he doesn't like to be out in the cold too much. Like he'll go out for a morning walk and stuff, but in the winter, once he's done his business, he'll just sort of plan himself and say, no, it's time to go back in. So I don't get much exercise in the winter, and if it's too cold for the poor guy. His thin Louisiana blood.
Says, I don't like this temperature.
Yeah, that's right. Why'd you bring me here?
Take me to the warm room, the fireplace.
Well, should we do the...
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I think... Oh, I'm no longer... let me get my screen.
Cool.
Yep. And...
there we go.
Okay. And drum roll.
Oh, someone's got it.
Oh, not quite yet.
Kathy Melton! Yay, Kathy!
Congratulations, Kathy.
Way to go, Kathy.
Yay.
Awesome.
I love that little spinner. So much
I know. And the confetti.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
It's so exciting.
Very cool.
Where's it going to land?
Way to go, Kathy. And what team's Kathy on?
Looks like
I
glorious
always ask that.
ginkgos.
She's the ginkgo on the ginkgos.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Excellent.
Very, very cool.
Indeed.
Will she get a t-shirt or a mug? That's the question.
Yes.
All right. Well, just under 4 hours to the next hangout, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yep.
Yes.
We'll see everybody later.
Climb that wall.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.